Hey now. Hey, Facebook. Welcome back to our weekly live. And of course, Instagram is being Instagram as usual. So we need a few more seconds over there. And now we're live. All right. Well, welcome back. It's Monday. It's 5:30-ish. And we are back with our weekly conversation. If you would like to join Tay and I okay. Let's start over. Welcome back to our weekly conversation. If it's your first time joining us, Tay and I created this space to have candid conversations about our everyday experiences. If you would like to be the first to know about our lives and catch us when we start, you can find us in two places. On Facebook at Tay and Serina Live, and you can find us at QTNA on YouTube. I am Serina Renee. Joining me shortly, it's going to be my homegirl Tay. As soon as she go ahead and go over there on Instagram and request to be in my live, because she may have forgot. But we are excited to have you guys back. Welcome. Facebook, sending out kisses. You guys are always here and the first to see us. Tay, where you at, sis? I'm waiting. Okay, we got a viewer over here on Instagram, and I'm just waiting on Tay to join me. Hey, Mom. There she is. There she goes. Y'all, I feel like a completely... There she is. I was wondering what was going on, but you're still not on Facebook. Okay. There she is. And welcome.
Oh my god. I hate the way I look. I hate it. And so I was hungry to change my clothes.
Did you turn down one of your devices? I'm like, because I hear an echo and I turned mine down. Bear with us, guys. You know, every week we got something that we need to get together. You know? Hey, Simple Dairy. I hope I said that right. Oh, wait, Simply Dairy. Pretty Popper. We see y'all over on Instagram. We getting our lives together in just one moment. Tag is going to have
what's
our ready.
up?
We're going to be ready to
I
start.
swear to God right now. I mean, I hate to say swear to God, but I am changing my clothes right now. Like, if you're on Instagram, like, don't, like, if I move crazy, like, don't look. Because I am literally changing my clothes. I'm like, I just pulled this random shirt out the drawer. And I put it on. And I was like, oh, this looks good. Like 2 summers ago. It's probably going to be cute. And it's not.
You're literally doing what I just did, y'all. The same thing happened to me. I thought I was wearing blue. And then I saw myself on camera. And I was like, I don't really like this shirt. So then I kind of slid it down. And then I kind of put this one on top of it. And you know, when you're doing these type of conversations, nobody knows.
Oh my God.
They know.
I was about to go live. And Serina showed me like her thighs. And I was like, no.
Yeah, I got on sweatpants, shorts. But up here, it looks like I have a full ensemble going on.
Oh my goodness. Hi guys. I'm dressed now. I'm gonna be hot though, because I have a whole peplum top underneath, and I usually put my plant behind me, and I didn't do that. So right now you're just looking at my messy room.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
But
welcome. Do you guys hear an echo with us, or are we good?
There's an echo. You have to turn down one of yours. It's because you don't have your headphones on.
I don't, guys. My headphones are broken. You know, Apple doesn't want you to have products that are going to last for a long time, so I have to get new headphones because they don't.
You don't even have the ones with the string.
Nah, I have them, but I either, you know, I feel
it's
like
really
every time
bad.
I get those headphones. Guys, viewers, what do you guys? Somebody let us know. Khalid Boutique, Lloyd, could you guys let us know what is it sounding really bad on you guys in the echo, or is
Girl,
it
somebody is watching the replay right now, 4 minutes in. Like, are y'all kidding? So sorry about whoever you are.
See, they said it's fine. I think it's
okay. I hear you double. But it's okay. It's okay. So we can talk. I want to know how you're doing because I want to say a big thank you to you.
Oh, really? Thank me for what?
Because sis, Jared walked in the house right before I was about to go live and gave me a package of all kind of highly textured stuff, more than I expected. And I was like, wait, hold up, sis. So I'm gonna take some proper product photos for you like a real influencer would.
Thank you, sis.
Okay, now tell me, am I dark compared to you? Not my skin,
On
my
Instagram, it looks like it. Yeah.
okay.
Khalifa says. Khalif Boutique says, "Oh my God, it's bad. I just tried to move my iPad away from my phone. So tell me if
Yeah,
that
I've
helps."
been hearing it and it's pretty bad. It's me, right? I can hear myself.
Um, what about now,
Well,
Instagram? Sorry about that.
it's not you echoing, it's me, but it's because it's coming from your
Oh,
phone. It's me. You're like I'm coming out of your phone and into the other phone.
okay. What about now? I turned it down a little bit. How's that? Is that better? Say something.
Hello, guys. It's
Oh,
better. You can hear me
it's
still, but
better.
it's not as
It's
loud.
because I turned it down. So I'm just gonna have to make sure
All
I'm
right.
listening very closely to know what's going on.
Okay, well, I won't talk too much. I will let we're not gonna go crazy. So today the headlines, we're going to go over the headlines. Oh my God, the echoing is terrible. If you are on Instagram and it's really bad, go over to Facebook or YouTube because that's where we are. Tay, it's Facebook/Tay Rena Live. TayRinaLive. So Facebook.com. So and then we're there too, and we're also on YouTube.
Somebody wants
But
my attention right now.
let's go on the headlines, y'all.
Yes.
Let's talk about what's going on in the world. It's been a lot of sadness, but I managed to find some okay news towards the end. So
Perfect.
stay with me. DMX passed away.
Yes, he did. Bless his little
Um,
heart.
yeah, that was, there's a huge light in front of me, and I don't know why.
You said a
I'm
huge
gonna.
light.
The light is like there's a ring light,
I see it on your glasses.
but yet it's really dark.
Excuse me. I'm trying to work
Well,
right
I
now,
want you guys
sir.
to know that DMX passed away and it was really sad. A lot of celebrities have been going online talking about like what's going on and how they feel in their relationship with him. And so we want to say rest in peace to DMX. The radio stations here have not been missing a beat. They have been playing every DMX song ever in history, and that has been beautiful. And so thank you for that to all the radio stations who have been playing. I'm sure that his streams are pushing up. I'm so.
I
Oh, the
heard it
static is
too.
probably
The
from my hair.
static. That's
The
weird.
static is probably from my hair.
What?
From my hair rubbing on the thing.
Oh.
Oh no, I kind of hear it too. What's going
Let us
on?
know if it's better, please. I hear it again. What is that?
You don't understand anything I said? How
I
about
can hear you on
now?
Facebook. Something's going on Instagram. Let's try to hop out and go back in. I'm gonna
Okay.
kick you out and then I'm gonna try to
What
bring
can you?
you
Is it
back
still
in.
staticky right now?
Um.
I switched.
Okay, that
Um.
sounds better.
Okay. All right. I'm so sorry. I
See,
wanted to tell
something's
you
going
guys.
on with yours too, because that's what was happening with my headphones. Are yours the first generation?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
Listen,
Oh, my
Apple
mom
wants us to
says
get
it's
the new.
great on YouTube. So
Apple
and
wants us to
Facebook.
get the new $20,000 headphones. That's what it is.
Apparently, we're sorry. We're not buying those Apple.
Sorry, y'all.
Apple Apple can sponsor us.
Okay.
I don't know why it's dark. When is the ring light not work anymore?
Well, it
Okay, I'm so
depends on the
sorry.
angle. It
It's
depends
not
on the
dark over here. Oh, it depends on the angle.
yeah. Cause on Facebook you don't look that dark, but it also depends on the lighting in your room. Like if there's lighting coming in from the sun, if it's not that much, like
I should open the windows, huh? Well, guys, yes, DMX passed away. It's really sad. I didn't know, but his sister is Roxanne Shante. Did you see Roxanne, the movie?
I
And she was
did.
also, yeah, that's his sister
I
apparently.
didn't know that.
Yeah, went on and she went on live on Instagram, and apparently she does that often, which is really cool. She went on live and she was saying that she didn't have a really close relationship with DMX, but he told her that his mom dropped him, like took him to a child home or something, some type of child home, and just left him there.
Oh wow.
Said that they were going to stay. We're just gonna go visit, and then they just left, and then she just left him there, and it was like a traumatic experience for him. I'm not sure if his dad was in his life, but I guess he grew up in the system. The what is it called?
Foster.
care system. That's what she was saying, and that it was just like really hard for him, and she just kind of understands his struggle a bit more because yeah, she just understands his struggle a bit more. So yeah, that's rest in peace to DMX. What else is on the headlines? Prince Philip also passed away. Which is the Queen Elizabeth's husband and cousin. He was, they say they were calling him the grandfather of the whole country, like the country's grandfather. And I caught up a little bit on The Crown via my in-laws and like kind of his story. He was also a veteran in the military over there. And there you go, Mom. My mom said, strike a pose. Strike a pose, Tay. And the Queen decided that her family will mourn for 2 weeks. And so that was a new thing for me to hear, to say that the Queen has decided that how they're going to mourn. But apparently that's customary. She mourned for like 2 months when her mother passed away. And it's just a customary thing, a different culture over there, of course. Yeah.
That's unique.
Yeah, I thought it was unique. Okay, so Army Lieutenant pepper sprayed. Did you hear about that? So there's an Army lieutenant in his car, got pulled over for a traffic stop. He's asking like, why are you pulling me over? What's going on? And the officer, there's 2 officers, comes to his car. Oh, and they said he took too long to pull over. It took him less than 2 minutes, but he was pulling over to a lit area. It was nighttime, and he pulled into a gas station. So he was like right under the gas station lights. So it was a very clear video that was shown.
Right.
They said he refused to put his hands up. He was asking like, why are you like pulling me over? What's going on? He said, put your hands up. They pepper sprayed him.
And you said this is a lieutenant?
In the Army. Was pepper sprayed by police. He was in uniform.
Oh, wow. Was he black?
He was a person of color. He could have been black. He looked a little ethnically ambiguous. He looked possibly black or like Latino or something like that to me.
So black.
Well, that's a story. But yeah, so he had his hand raised, he was pepper sprayed, and a gun was pulled on him, and it was standing there. Like, it was scary. You have to watch the video. He was like, I don't feel safe right now. They're like, get out the car. He was like, I don't feel safe. And they're like, oh, you shouldn't feel safe.
Wow.
And he was like, he said something along the lines of like, I serve my country, whatever. And the guy said, I serve my country too. And I learned to obey. Okay. And so that was weird. Someone, CC Young 06 says, yes, he was black mixed with Hispanic. Okay. So I picked up both of those features then.
Wow.
And at some point his hands were up. I don't know if his hands were up when he was pepper spray. I watched the video yesterday. Yes, one of the officers was fired. This happened in December. But now the Army lieutenant, I don't know if now, but I know that the Army lieutenant is suing the department for losing their freaking mind.
Right.
So the Army, the one officer was fired, but I'm wondering if that bystander, that's the one who was most involved, and he was a person of color as well. And I wonder if you're a bystander and an officer, shouldn't you be held accountable as well? Like, just letting this craziness happen? I don't know. But the video is clear as day. Kudos to the Army lieutenant, I think Army second lieutenant, who pulled over into a bright area. Because he probably knew. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we all know. We all kind of have that kind of expectation in the back of our mind once we get pulled over. So, I hope that he gets, I hope he gets all his coins, because that's like traumatic and it's not okay. And maybe that's what they need to figure out that this is not a good idea. Right. Like, you just stop doing this. And I feel bad for all of the good police officers who have to keep going to work and seeing every time they turn around, like the rest of us, seeing some BS. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping like more good police officers, or if you are the police officer behind the crazy guy, I mean, say something. I mean, like, because this is, I mean, you're going to save the guy, you're going to save the other guy too from him losing his job and the person you pulled over.
No.
So I mean, you should go watch the video. It's not too long. And also Charlemagne did give him Donkey of the Day today and said that it seems that once you put on the uniform, you're now blue. It doesn't matter what color you are because like I said, the officer who had the gun pulled was saying like he said something about you about to ride lightning or something, which I think means like you're gonna get tased. They said that guy was a person of color too, so it was just really weird. Next, what's going on? The MLB All-Star Game was moved out of Georgia. Did you hear about that? Okay, they did it in protest of the new voting laws. Now, this happened about like a week ago that they made this decision, so the All-Star Game will not be there anymore because Georgia has lost their freaking mind with these voting suppression laws they're putting through. And I'm glad that the MLB picked up their ball and their money and went home. The issue is that a lot of businesses have been impacted, and knowing that Atlanta was in Atlanta. That area of Georgia is I have a lot of black business, a lot of black people are going to be impacted because they're not going to get that money that was coming from the All-Star Game. People who are coming to visit, like no one's going to be buying. They had a person they were showing who was like a chicken shack. No one's going to a chicken shack. He said he make easy $20,000 over the weekend for the All-Star Game. So they moved it to Denver, and they're saying that the demographic in Denver is a lot less brown and black. So that's a little tough. Wow. And then the last two we have here, I'm sure you heard about Phillip Adams, the former NFL player who is now mass shooter and suicide. Yeah. Sources say in his life said that he had like trouble when he got out of the NFL, kind of like figure out where his space was, what he should do, and managing his life. And yes, at this point, I believe 6 people. He went to a doctor's office and shot.
Really?
Yeah. That was sad, but of all the sadness I have here of businesses losing money and people losing their lives, we have some good news. Nick Cannon is having a baby.
Is he?
2 more.
Wow.
2 more babies. They're both boys. Good. They're twins, and they're by I don't know who I know
the twins must run in his family then.
2 sets of twins, and I guess he has 2 other kids too. Like he has Mariah Carey, and then there's like 2 other kids, and then these set of twins come from Abby De La Rosa.
Wow.
I don't know who Abby De La Rosa is. She looks pretty.
I don't know who that is, but congratulations.
She's pretty. The kid's gonna be gorgeous, and we're excited to have some new life in the midst of all this crazy news. We have here Will Smith moved his new movie out of Georgia also. Okay, thank you. People are picking up like, oh, you don't want people to vote. We're not going to give you any money. And you know, when you watch the movies, at the end of the credits, you see that little peach. That means it was filmed in Georgia. And they get money when people film there. So shout out to Will Smith. Thank you. CC Young 06.
So that they can push certain people out of those states. You know? Since they know that sometimes people might react like this, and you know the South has always been a rich place to be in, so it's like, are they doing it on purpose to try to get people upset to leave and then try to take the land back over on their own? It's just a thought that came by when you.
I don't think so.
This. I'm like,
because that money, they care about that money.
Yeah, but money or control.
I mean, but ain't no control if you don't got no money. Ain't got nothing. Everybody gonna leave. Ain't no money, everybody leave.
That's true, but
plenty of cities, when the cities run out of money, out of here. So I don't know, but I mean, but I'm with you with the conspiracy. So that is the headlines for this week. If you guys have any new news, y'all send it over to me, DM me, and I'll add it to the. I mean, if it's real juicy. No, send it over to me, DM me on Instagram, and I will find it. Okay, yeah.
What?
So let's talk about that. I was reading the comments, sorry. But let's talk about our topic. Our topic is a fun one and very close to Serena and I, and it is leaving your hometown worth it? Both Serena and I have moved. I'm gonna try to limit my talking because I can hear myself and it's driving me crazy. But both Serena and I have moved out of our hometowns, and so we have a few questions we want to talk about. Get y'all's opinion. Is moving out of your hometown worth it? And have you
Let me
done it? Let's get some comments. Yes, no, maybe. It's ghetto out here. Let us know. All right, Serena. Serena moved to Florida. Do you want to share?
You go first. You go first.
Okay, I guess I
I
should.
always go first.
Well, I don't want to talk because it sounds so bad.
Oh,
Okay.
that's okay. I'll
Have
go.
you ever left your hometown? Issa, yes. It's a
Yes.
yes for me. It's a yes for you. I
Yes.
left a little bit earlier than you did. A lot bit earlier.
Really?
But yeah.
When did you move to Jersey?
I moved to Jersey at 21.
I moved here at 21.
Yeah, but Ohio's not my hometown. So
That's true. That's
I
true.
just that's I moved, yeah. Okay, I'll let you go.
You've been out since a little jitterbug.
I've been
You've been moving and
sliding.
shaking.
Why did you leave? Go ahead, Serena. Why you
Why
leave,
did I
girl?
leave home? Well, there's there's two reasons. So the first reason is I always said that I wanted to move out of town. And I thought that it was going to be like when I went to college. And although I moved out of the city, I didn't move out of the state. And for some reason, I always thought that I was going to move to like Georgia or something. I remember I thought I was going to be going to Spelman and all of this stuff. And yeah, life didn't do any of that. Okay. But I always wanted to move. And my mom had just moved. I think my mom had just moved to Dallas. And at that point, I'm just like, my grandmother had transitioned. The rest of the immediate family on my mom's side had moved back to either LA or, Mississippi or something like that. There was really no one left on my mom's side there. The only people that I had in Columbus was on my dad's side. So once my mom left, I was just like, okay, like maybe it's time, for me to go. So then the second reason was at the time, like I was noticing certain things about myself and like the environment that I was in. Mm-hmm. And I had a huge problem with saying no to people that I loved. Like I would literally wake up in the morning and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to study. I want to like, at this time I was actually thinking about getting back into hair because
did you get out of it?
Something that I did, huh?
Did you get out of it?
Well, remember, I never really took it serious until I got older. Like,
but you was still in it. You had a whole hair salon in the lobby of college.
That's true, but that wasn't my focus. That was always a side hustle. I put school before that because I thought that I was gonna. First of all, my whole life I thought I was gonna be a baby doctor. That's what I used to say when I was little. Went and started interning, and I completely hated it. And then I went to college because everybody said you're supposed to go to college. I was confused. I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do. I was in class and would be so excited about class starting, but nothing was holding my attention, and I felt like I was wasting my time. So hair was something that I always did on the side, but I never really focused and took it seriously. Like I never had made a decision like, okay, I'm going to go to cosmetology school and I'm going to put my all into this. It was, I'm going to put my all into school and then I'm going to make some money on the side doing hair. So at that point, like I was getting more and more interested, but I never was able to like really dive into it because I was distracted. I would get distracted very, very easily. Like I would literally, the night before, I'm like, I'm gonna wake up in the morning, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get on YouTube, I'm gonna learn this, and I'm gonna reach out to this person and do this. And at the time, Rhonda, which is like that's my heart. I love Rhonda Green. She was one of my biggest mentors that I had, and she was that was the first salon that I ever worked in. So I was like interested in going up there and shadowing and all of this stuff, but like because I didn't know how to say no, I would make all these plans, and then the next day, you know, family called me, and can you come pick me up, and can you come run me, and can you watch your nephew and your niece and your this and your that, and before I know it, it's the end of the day. It's midnight. I'm up with babies, putting them to sleep. Like I'm cooking. Like I got all these.
They was trying to get you set on that baby doctor life.
Yeah, I mean, girl, it was like, and then I realized like I didn't do any of the things that I said I was gonna do today. Nothing. I did nothing I said I was gonna do, but did everything everyone else wanted me to do. If somebody needed me to run them to the store, I was there. If somebody needed me to come babysit or whatever the case is, I was there. But it's like I didn't know how to say no to people at that time. And because I knew that that was a huge weakness of mine, one thing that I know I do is if I know that I'm weak in an area, I just will not put myself in that situation until I gain my strength. And so that was happening. And then just the circle that I had at the time, it was just like, not even the environment at the time. I remember one day just standing outside of my house and I was just like, I'm afraid of what my life is going to be like if I don't leave or if I don't get from around like certain environments, certain people. If I don't learn how to say no, if I don't learn these things, I'm afraid that I don't know what's going to happen to my life. I literally remember feeling like that. So I will never forget, I talked to one of my friends and she lived in Florida. Literally, I knew one person who lived down here. And she was like, come to Miami. And I'm like, what? And she was like, come to Miami. So I was like, for real? And she like, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to cosmetology school. Rhonda told me to go to Aveda. And if I was going to move out of town, I'm like, I need to move somewhere that's like big. So like my mom and everybody else was like, well, just go to LA. You got plenty of family down there.
You're like, that's why I want to
go to LA. Like, I know LA. Like, that's not going to be a challenge to me because I feel like I grew up in LA at the same time that I grew up in Ohio. Like, it didn't feel like it was going to be something new. So I kid you not, I was like, I'm going to Florida. And like, I didn't even believe myself when I said it. And then like,
I didn't believe you either.
Nobody did. You want to know something? After I talked to a few people that was like, when you first told me you was leaving, I didn't believe you. Like everybody told me that. I said,
you didn't know nobody.
And I kid you not, within 2 months, I was like, I'm leaving. I was like, I don't care how much money I got, I'm leaving. And I literally had $400. And like, I think I had 8 bags with me. But when I got to the airport, they told me I could only check like 6. And I had to leave the rest of them. So I had to make decisions at the airport. And yeah, I was just like, okay. And I left. And I never came back. Like, and for a long time, it just felt like I was on a long vacation. Because I traveled so much growing up, it didn't feel different until about like 4, 5, 6 months. And I was like, okay, I'm really doing this.
I mean, you was in Miami. I'm sure it felt like like I ain't about to move back.
Yeah, and that's just pretty much it. Like the rest is history. God, I literally was like, I'm moving to Florida, and in 2 months, I was gone. And now it's almost 9 years, which is crazy. Crazy.
Now you the vacation spot. Oh, I know someone who live in Florida.
Well, I've had my little spill, Tavia. Let's hear your story about you moving from home.
All right. So the question is, have you ever left? Why'd you leave your hometown? So essentially, I consider my hometown to be the place where I have the most experience growing up, where my family is. And so I left at like going on 14, about to be 14, and we left.
Where?
LA. We left LA, and it was not, obviously it was my choice. But I will say we had moved around a lot there. I was trying to think before this. I remember at least 4 apartments that I lived in from like, I can remember that 5. I can remember 5 apartments that I lived in the 14 years that I was there. Then we moved to Arkansas, and that was like an experience. Okay.
You lived in Arkansas?
Yes, girl, for like 4 months. And my mom was really trying to have us live in Arkansas. Like, she was really trying to have us.
Sound fun. I live in Arkansas.
She was really trying to have us live in Arkansas, and it was actually a really bad experience because we moved there and we knew one person there. We knew one family there, and it was like a friend of that I had when I was a kid, and they had just moved, and so we moved after them, and we lived with them for a while. But I had found out after I was there that they knew I was coming before I knew, and my friend was just like, I guess, telling people about me, I guess, before I got there, but everything wasn't necessarily true. And I didn't know that until like months in, like knowing someone, and they'd be like, oh, I remember, and I'd be like, so I already had got this like weird reputation, not anything like sexual or anything, but I was 14, no, there was nothing, but like, it was like an interesting reputation. So that was really weird for me, but it was like, okay, whatever. And I kind of got behind in school because of how they did my schedule when I moved over. Apparently, where I was at school, I was like a year ahead. I was on track when I was there. I wasn't ahead when I was in LA, but in Arkansas, they were a year behind. So yeah. So then I lived there for 3 months, and then I moved to Ohio, and I lived in 3 apartments in 4 years when I was in Ohio. Wait, 1, 2, 4. 4. No, I lived 4. I lived in 4 different places in the 4 years that I was in Ohio. And so if you're not catching on, moving was like, it was like regular. Yeah, it was just like, and matter of fact, I know I have family members that move more than me. So it was not, so I didn't even think I moved a lot until literally this earlier today, I was thinking, counting. I was like, dang, did we move that much? So then from there I went to college. So I moved again, and I didn't come back home. Well, when I came back home, my mom had moved again. So there was that. And then finally, my destination was to go to North Carolina, where I had got into a grad school, where I finished college. And then Jared proposed. So, because look, I was like, I'm not moving out there. I had this rule, like, I am not about to be, it sounds so bad, I just did not have aspirations to be shacking up with somebody.
I knew you was about to say that.
I know. And now I don't really think it's a big deal anymore. But I think from me growing up, I just had I was like, nope, like I didn't want that. So I wanted something different. And so I didn't say that I didn't say anything. I was just like, look, like, he knew that I wasn't about to move in with him because obviously I was going to grad school in North Carolina and he lived in New Jersey. So I was just like, I'm going to grad school in North Carolina. Like, I'm not about to just like move to New Jersey because you're there. And I don't have nobody. Anyways, got into Rutgers after he proposed, moved here, and yeah, it's been good. So I know that, I guess, kind of why did you leave was because I just like, I don't have goals. Like, I just had bigger dreams for myself and I couldn't see myself. Like you said, I had bigger dreams for myself and I just really wasn't doing anything, making my own decisions, I guess. I kind of was just like going with stuff. I was just going with the flow. I was just like, oh, okay, I finished high school. Guess I'm going to college. Finished college. Oh, guess I'm going to grad school. Like, I was just like, oh, okay. We've been dating for this long. Oh, he proposed. Okay, this is nice. I kind of like him a lot. I guess I'm gonna marry him. No, but yeah. I think it was a Wait, what was good about it? Go ahead, Serina. Let me, before I keep going. What was good about moving? What was the what are the good things about leaving?
I think the greatest thing that came out of me leaving home was me really figuring out what I had inside of me. Like, you don't really know how strong you are until you're forced into certain like situations that require you to figure things out. Like, one thing I told myself was that I'm not moving back home. No matter what happens, moving home is not an option. So you got to figure it out. And when I put myself in those type of situations, like, I was able to like see exactly like what I could do. And these things would have never came out of me if it wasn't forced out of me, if that makes sense. Like, sometimes you don't realize certain things about yourself until you're forced into them. So I was able to find myself. Once I got away from, another thing too is like, you know how we talk about on the show all the time about how we pick up, like, children pick up the habits of like the adults and all the other people that's around them when they grow up, right? So you grow up thinking that you're a certain way because of the habits that you've picked up, but this is not like really who you are. That was the first time that I was able to see that. When I left home and left my environment and came into a completely different place where no one knew me, I started discovering things about myself. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not really like this. Like, this is who I really am. Like,
sis, let me tell you, like, that is so big. That is so big.
Like, and the biggest thing was like, I was raised around very like, what do you call it? Like, aggressive a little bit, or like aggressive,
like if you
like,
buck
women and like things like that. You know, just because at the time that they grew up in, they didn't really have time to sit and like, you know, tap into that specific, I guess, certain like areas. Like, they weren't able to be as nurturing as they may have wanted to because they had to focus on other things. I think all of our parents kind of went through that stage.
Definitely, they had to do other stuff.
I picked up like a lot of mean habits from like people that were around me. Like, that was just how it was. Like, some people were really mean or nasty or like crack mean jokes and stuff like that all the time. And I picked that up. But then when I moved away and I was around strangers, I'm like, I'm not really mean for real. Like, I'm nice. Like, I really am a sweetheart. Like,
look at you.
But I didn't know that until
this whole time.
myself. Like, yeah. So I would say the greatest thing out of it was me figuring out who Serina was without any other like outside opinions or anyone who knew me judging me or me feeling like I'm being watched, like, for my every single move. I was literally living for myself. I feel like when you grow up at home, like, because everybody knows you and you know everybody, you have certain expectations. Certain people have expectations of you and you have expectations of them. So sometimes it's a little difficult because you're like, dang, I gotta make sure I ain't doing this, because if my mama see me do this, and she gonna feel this type of way, or if Sister Barbara from church just so happened to see me walking down the street, she gonna try to go back and tell my mama that I was doing X, Y, and I didn't even know what was really going on. Like, you don't have to worry about all of that. Like, I realize out here I'm so free because nobody knew who I was. Like, I was just able to just be Serina without, oh, you know, you're not supposed to be. If I feel like I want to wear a damn skirt, I'm wearing a skirt. I ain't following all y'all religious views about skirts and what ladies, the lengths that ladies, they say ladies is supposed to wear skirts and what color the skirt supposed to be. And if the skirt supposed to have a slip, I didn't give a shit. I picked it up and I liked it and I put it on and I felt free. Like, you know, so that was a huge thing for me. Like, being able to really find myself. I wasn't able to do that until I left home.
I have not heard anyone say slip in so long.
Oh, girl,
my grandma used to say, my grandma still says that, but I just haven't heard her say it. I guess heard it in so long. I guess I don't tell. I guess maybe I have been indoctrinated to not tell my grandma I'm wearing a skirt because she's gonna ask me if I wore a slip.
Listen.
Yeah, girl. That's a big thing.
My grandma slip. And it's pinned on the side with a clothespin because it's really hers and it was too big, so she had to make it fit. And I literally have it just still like that. Still ain't put it on.
Just pinned.
It's just
because we know you can sew. I have, oh my gosh, I have for my grandma. I have to wear it one day. She swore. She said, Grandma, what size are you? I said, I'm a 0. No way. You got to be a 10. No, I'm a 0, Grandma.
What?
No, you cannot be a 0. I said, okay, then a 2. A 2, you got to be a 10. So she made me this outfit in a size 10. I still cannot fit a size 10, but I keep it. I keep it. It has like a little slip with like a little dress that goes over the, yeah. I don't even think I could fit it when I was pregnant, but I say, Grandma.
Maybe she was trying to tell you she wanted you to gain weight. You know, or the grandparents always be like, "You ain't eating enough. You so slim."
Mm-hmm.
You
I
need
think she
some
was trying to
rice.
fill this out. Fill this out for me. That's what she was trying to tell me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So was it good for me? I think that I learned some things about myself too when I left. And I learned that, and that was like first jump from when I went to college. I learned that my mom been picking up after me and I didn't know it.
When you just thought the room magically got clean every day.
I didn't think about it. I never had to think about it. I mean, it was never sparkling clean, but like if I left something on my little futon I had in there, it might be put away, but I didn't think anything of it. Or like my clothes my winter clothes might be hung up or something. Like I never thought about it. And I realized when I left, I was like, dang, I'm messy. Like, who about to clean up after me? I am so messy. Oh my God, it took me years to not be messy. And I'm still messy, but I'm not as bad. I'm definitely nowhere near as bad as I was. But look, I just be like, whew, man, that was, I think the good part definitely is discovering yourself. For me, I think I move closer to things that I enjoy more. Like food, better weather, still not the best, but better weather. The beach, things that like I'm in a smaller state and there's more small states near me, so I can travel like easy to anywhere I want to go. Yeah, and I'm near New York, so that's nice. Yeah, I think I mean about myself, I don't know. I think I'm still trying to figure myself out. I'm still trying to figure her out.
I don't think you ever stop doing that though.
Yeah, okay. I'll take it. So then the next question would be, well, what were the bad things about moving? Like what were the tougher situations?
I think the most difficult thing about moving away from home is not having that support system around. Like, as much as those people can be distractions sometimes, those people also offer some type of like comfort and support, on a day-to-day basis. So like, for example, like those days where you could just drive down the street and stop at your grandma's house or stop at your auntie's house or stop at your mom's house, like just to sit on the couch and be in the room with your loved ones. You don't really get that when you move away, unless you move into a state or a city or state where you already have family. For me, it was different. I didn't have any family in Florida. I only have one. I have one aunt that's in Florida, and she's in West Palm. And at the time, I was living in Miami Springs. So you're talking at least like about about a 2-hour drive. So not having family here, and that was my mom's biggest thing. That's why she wanted me to go to LA first, because she's like, you're going to need a support system. Of course she knows, because you're light, babe. She moved from, my mom originally from Los Angeles, and she moved from there to Ohio. So of course she knows how it is. But when she moved with my grandmother, her siblings ended up coming down and all of that stuff. For me, when I moved, I literally moved like by myself. Like, I didn't have anyone. So that was a little bit difficult. Those days where you may not feel like cooking and you call your mama like, what you got on the stove? Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure it out. Or just, having company, like someone to physically, I love spending time with my family. So that was really difficult. And I think I kind of developed a little bit of this antisocial. I've always been slightly antisocial. Like, I like people, but I want my space. But I think it got worse when I moved down here, because I got so used to being alone that, like, I don't know. It's like I want to be around my family and I'll go visit, But as time went on, it's like I just got used to being alone. Like, so those would be like the cons of moving alone, is just not having a support system and developing a little bit of antisocial antisocial disorder. What should I call that? Syndrome. Antisocial syndrome. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I think that was it. What about you? What were the cons of you moving out of state?
Sorry. Okay, so I think you have some really good points there. But I will say growing up, I really don't think I had it's gonna sound so bad. I really wasn't, not that I wasn't close in proximity to my family, though they were there. Like I was, but I wasn't really. You know what I mean? Like they were there, but I never went really. And I don't know why. At some point, I mean, I did, but like just for like holidays, it wasn't like, oh, I can walk down the street and go to this person's house, or like that wasn't my experience growing up as a kid. Matter of fact, I really wasn't walking down those streets unless I was like heading to school or going home. Why does this keep going dark? Like, I don't know. You know, it's the low power mode.
Get it together.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that really wasn't my experience, but I did get that when I moved here because Jared has a lot of family here, and that is completely new to me. It sounds ridiculous because I love my family that's in LA and I do see them, but I seen them like for holidays. Okay, now I'll be right back.
What's wrong?
Because I didn't plug in my phone and it keeps going dark on Instagram and I don't know why. I'm like, why? I couldn't figure out why. But yeah, I have my family there, but I didn't really see them often. And then my mother's side of the family is really small anyways. So that doesn't, it wasn't like I had a big family, whereas Jared has like a really big family. And everything is new to me. Like I have questions about the most simple things, because that just wasn't I don't have the experience to go off of. So I can't be like, oh yeah, when we go to this person's house or we go to a cookout, you're supposed to do this when you're supposed to go, not that I didn't go to cookouts. I'm just saying that like, I just had like a really different experience growing up. That wasn't like super, super family everywhere all the time. And it's still going black. Can you see me on Instagram?
Yeah, it just looks a little dark. It looks just a little bit dark, but it's okay.
I don't know what is going on.
We already 48 minutes into it, so we ain't got too much more time.
It's okay. It'll be okay. Right. Good point. Yeah. So the con, I think it was a pro that I get to move near more family. And then like Jared's family definitely treats me, like his cousins and stuff, like they call me cousin and stuff like that. Like they definitely, treat me like family, which is really nice. And not even like family, like they just treat me like they at least from the way they present to me, they just see me like, oh, that's my cousin, which is like really cool, right. Which is always the experience I had. Am I going Instagram?
You are. It's paused.
It keeps disappearing.
Yeah.
I don't know, which is always the experience I had with my friends. So the bad part is I guess I left my friends, and I always wanted to have friends since like preschool and stuff. And I don't. I have friends that I found from LA on Facebook, but we're not like chopping it up all the time or anything. So yeah, I don't know. I always want to have friends from preschool, and I don't have friends from preschool. So my oldest friends are you guys. Are you, Serina? And it's been like.
What you mean you don't got no friends from high school?
Preschool.
Oh, okay, I don't have no preschool friends either.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Sunshine at a preschool?
I didn't go to Sunshine in preschool. I didn't start Sunshine until kindergarten.
Oh.
I'm just saying, kindergarten.
It's 1 year. It's 1 year. You know what I mean.
I didn't start really getting friends until I knew people since like kindergarten and stuff like that, but we didn't start becoming friends until probably like second, third grade.
Oh my God, girl, bye.
Listen.
How you not friends? Everybody's a friend in preschool.
Honest, I'm trying to think. The only people that I can call like friend from that like that far back in like life is BJ, Tyrell. Um, why you just look like that?
Cause you got mad friends. No, anyways, you always be telling me that you don't have that
I'm
many friends.
From those years.
Anyways, the con of moving is that I don't have friends from preschool. I don't have friends that I've been like, oh, I've been friends with this person for 25 years. Like, I don't have any friends like that. And I always wanted that, and it sucks. And also, my siblings, the ones that don't live with my mom, they live in LA, and I wasn't able to be close with them, because didn't live there. So, yeah, I guess you're right. Being away from family, I think I probably would have developed more of that. Like as I got my independence, which is like kind of that time where I was right when I was getting my independence, that's when we moved. So I would probably be like, oh, get on the train and go into this person's house or walk into that place. But I didn't get the opportunity. So that was a little annoying. So, but would you do it again is the question.
Absolutely.
Was it worth
thinking about
it?
Doing it again.
Not what?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna have to talk post live then. We're gonna have to talk post live.
I want to go stay, not for, excuse me, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. The child and got in my ingredients. I don't even know how the hell he got that. Sorry. Oh, shoot.
While Serena's dog eats her flower. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Eats my what? Eats my what? What did you say?
Flower. I said flower, but I didn't mean
how did you even
your
get
flower.
Listen, y'all. I got a whole child for real. I didn't know it was gonna I knew it was gonna be like this, but I didn't know it was gonna be like this.
You want a child? You got a child.
Acts like a baby. No, a toddler. And I feel like he's in terrible 2 stage.
Yeah, I think that's how they show up, right? They just go. They age so fast. They age so fast.
2 weeks ago. No. Yeah. 2 weeks ago.
Well, he'll grow out of it. Don't worry, boo.
He got an attitude now.
Prince can't even see no more. So then you got to take care of a geriatric dog, and it's just like this shit never ends. No, he's not blind. He just can't see as well, and he can't smell as well either.
Aww.
Yeah, he just like when you know how you tap the floor with your toe to show him food is right there or something. He can't see it, so he kind of goes like in the vicinity, like or he can't hear me. All his senses really is going, except yeah, it's okay. It's okay. He's still good. He's still good. He's just not as sharp as he used to be. He's not a young whippersnapper anymore. Okay, so you said you're thinking about doing it again. Would you do it again? You said yes. I'm considering it. Yes. Oh my God.
Not to live completely unless that's just how I feel. But I always told myself that I was going to do 3 years here, no more than 5, and then I was going to live in LA for a little bit. Because as a child, the majority of my mom's side of the family is from LA. I'm even my brother, everybody except me actually. So I was there a lot growing up, and I fell in love with the city, but I never got the chance to live there. So I want to go for at least 6 months to a year and see how it goes and then come back. I'm always going to love Florida. I'm probably never going to not have a place to live in Florida. I love it here.
You be bi-coastal.
Exactly. I'll probably be live life like a snowbird. I'll go here for 6 months. I'll go there for 6 months. I like that type of lifestyle, and I'm trying to do it before, somebody try to knock my fine self up, and make me a mom. And that's just what it is, So.
Well, sis, I'm with you. This past winter was trying to take me out, okay? And Jared and I were having some serious conversations, which I will not divulge because I did not get his approval to talk about what he wants in his life. But in general, we were saying like we could move. Why would we move? Like we could. It's really cold here. We don't like the cold. Why are we here?
I hate the cold. I can't do it again.
But for me, like Jared moved. He has his moving experiences, but it was always here was his home base. I've moved knowing I wasn't gonna come back, and like several times. And for me, I just really love like my friends here, and I hate to leave. I mean, even though I've been able to maintain relationships with my friends like from high school with you guys, but you know it's not the same. And so I don't know, like I don't want to leave my friends, but at the same time I don't like it cold.
Yeah,
and to be honest, if Jared's parents move, I might really think about it because they've been talking about moving, and I'm like, if they move, I might really think about it. And plus, my dream house is not in New Jersey.
Where is it?
It's in LA. But I don't want to move to LA though.
Malibu is calling my name.
I don't think I want to move there, but I do, like I said, I think I want to be, if I do move there, I think I will be bi-coastal because I do like it here. And then I guess I can make my decision, you know, because it's like you can be half in, half out a little bit. I don't know. We talked about Florida too, but it's too hot in Florida. I just
deal
don't.
With the heat. I'm sorry, I could deal with the heat. I'd rather deal with the heat than deal with the cold. I just can't do it. Look, I don't see how you still dealing with that cold and you is in Jersey.
I was literally sitting here. Okay, let me tell you that it is not as cold here as it is in Ohio. Especially because I live right by the water. Yeah, it's way less. Like Ohio be having a blizzard and we be like, oh, it's 40, but it's not a blizzard.
Really?
Yeah, because the salt water, that's what everybody says. It's the salt water. I don't know if that's a real thing or if that's what just Jersey Shore people say. But I think so. That makes sense to me. But yeah, it's just so cold, girl.
It's very cold.
And I like having I thought my body would like acclimate, and it hasn't.
You sound like the people down here, child. The times that it be getting cold, because sometimes it does get cold down here. And you should be used to this. You from Ohio? No, ma'am. I never got used to that. That's why I moved here. I don't want to experience this. I don't like it. I like the clothes you wear, but I don't like the way that it makes me feel.
This is ghetto. I think big corporations who are trying to ruin our environment by like fracking and like making disposable everything should have to pay us when weird temperatures happen. So if it is 20 degrees in Florida, then Exxon should give us a few shares, give us some money, because it's crazy.
Not facts.
But yeah, wow, Serena's dog is losing its freaking mind. It should be in its you need to get like a kennel or something for that guy.
He's about to go right in his placement. Go ahead, finish what you were saying. He's going up.
All right. It just got a little bit mom face there. Now, overall though, for me, I think moving was tough. It was definitely interesting. Not having close family ties, and like I think moving when you're young is like a little bit rougher of an experience, which is why I'm like when I do consider moving myself, I do have children, so I'm like I want them to have these little friends from babies, you know. So I don't want to have that experience, which is why I am considering being bi-coastal a little bit. I don't know. I know, but that doesn't make sense because they go to school in the winter and it doesn't make sense. But I really gotta go. I really gotta go. So yeah, I love you all, and I hope you guys consider moving because it's worth it, right?
Best thing that ever happened to me.
It's worth it.
Best thing that ever happened.
My mom says she'll take the heat over the cold anytime. All right. We with you, girl. So I want you guys probably already noticed that Coach Paper Coach shop is closed right now. If you go to our website, you'll see that shop's closed. When we have new stuff, then we'll let y'all know. Because I know folks been asking. But in the meantime, if you have hair on your head or your chin, then you should hit up highly textured because you got that beard oil, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, and also we have finally restocked the cocoa aloe, y'all. It's back, and
I
y'all know
wasn't
I'm
sure if
so
that was just
excited.
for me or what. I wasn't gonna say that.
Y'all, I
And
finally figured out how
the
to make.
labels,
Huh?
the labels,
You like them?
girl, five.
Isn't it cute? I can't wait till
Oh,
everything's like printed together. I'm trying to get rid of all the old stuff because I
yeah,
paid
send
for
me
it.
the old stuff. I hold on to it for
I don't know
you.
why I didn't think of that. I was like, why did I not send everything that I just sent out? Why didn't I send the old? I was so excited for the new ones that I forgot to finish off the old ones. So you guys will be getting some of your stuff will be mixed because once it's gone from the once the old packaging is gone, I'm just gonna start printing the newer ones because some of them are gonna be gone before. Like the things that sell the most, cocoa aloe, the leave-in conditioner, the conditioners in general. You guys will see the new labels on those first because they're already like super low from the last print out that I did. But by Mother's Day is my goal. That's why I'm trying to get all this stuff out. So make sure you go online and shop. But I'm trying to get all of this stuff out because on Mother's Day I want to launch. You guys know I always usually do like some really cute like kits for Mother's Day. I want to launch the new stuff with the kids because I have some really exciting things that are
All
going to be
right, put my
happening.
order in.
What'd you say?
I'm ready.
Well, I'm glad you're ready. Hold on tight.
I'm like,
Because
what's how
I
much?
need to
What
see
is
the
it?
options.
Look, and let y'all know. Let me just tell y'all, start saving y'all money now. Because this
Okay.
is the Birkin bag of hair products. You are
Not
not
the Birkin bag
shopping.
of hair
You
products.
are not shopping at Walmart, okay? This is not what's it called? No bow or whatever.
I'm
And this
done.
is not no boundaries hair
I'm
product.
done. I'm
This is
done.
the Birkin bag. Hermes, save your coin because when you got this Mother's Day stuff, yes, it's gonna last you. You're gonna love it. Your hair gonna be happy, but you're gonna have to dig deep. But let me tell you guys, I say it all the time, and that's because I am so frugal with my money, and I'd be like, "Ooh, I don't know." But like the time, like look at my hair. My hair was so stiff for 2 years. Look at this. Like for 2 years, it would not go. If I pulled it up, it would be like, I don't know what happened. And this is after I had to use extra leave-in conditioner because I was out of conditioner of a highly textured conditioner, and so I was afraid to wash my hair. So what I did is like use a really really cheap conditioner. You know which one I use because I'm real cheap with it. I used a real cheap conditioner and just did a co-wash, and I put a bunch of leave-in. I had to do like triple double than I usually use because the conditioner moisturizes your hair, so you don't have to use as much leave-in. I don't know if you did it on purpose, but that happens. And yeah, I actually got some decent a decent little twist out. So I think you guys, if she say Mother's Day is happening, don't sleep on her. And sis be selling out like a Birkin bag. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It is the Birkin. You get your hands on it, consider yourself blessed.
I
Okay.
cannot. I love it. The
Bless
Birkin
y'all
bag
mothers.
of hair care. I know that's right. Claim it, sis. Claim it.
Bless y'all mothers. If you love your mother, if you really love your mother, you know what you getting her for Mother's Day already.
Right. Well, I'm excited for you guys, and thank you so much for all of the support. Tay, I appreciate you for being my number one spokesperson, number one fan up here in these streets, selling the sister, appreciate it. But we'll see you guys next week.
Here we are. Cause I'll be a groupie, baby. Cause you are my superstar.
Superstar, yeah.